Darnell, it takes a team. You have a new defense partner for the final 2 games. Goaltender comes in, pitches back-to-back shutouts that didn't start the series, and the guy on your right scored the game winner in overtime. Just your thoughts on maybe the depth of the squad and what this is like for you guys to know that you can rely on that many different players to help get the win.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think for our group, obviously coming to the playoffs, we got a lot of belief in each other. It shows, Cappy wasn't in the beginning of the series, comes in and makes an impact 2 nights in a row and brings energy to our group. Same with Stetch. Stetch came in and was great. Stu, it's guys that really care about the team, as a collective, and I think you talk about it when you go through the playoffs, everyone's going to have their moment where there's an opportunity to step up, and it's those are 3 cases of it right there.
Kasperi won a World Junior title scoring in overtime. Just your thoughts on being out in that situation and, coaches believing in you and putting you out there to grind one out.
Yeah, just to be honest, it doesn't really matter who scores as long as somebody does, right? And we don't want to prolong the series any longer. And but I think the goal is important, yes, but I think without Stu and guys putting their body on the line and making those little plays and sacrifices, we wouldn't be here. So it was a team effort for sure.
Kasperi, just building off of that, maybe take us through your mindset after having to wait 9 games to draw into the playoff lineup. You get your chance last game. You're shot out of a cannon. You wanted to make your impact. Well, you made it today. Maybe take us through the mindset and then what it means to you to cap off the series.
There's so many good players on this team that I understood when Albert told me that I wasn't going to start playing against LA, and that was fine. And the team was playing really well, so we weren't changing anything with our lineup, which was understandable. And then that's the main goal. That's the most important thing is the team winning and us advancing. And I knew eventually I'd probably get a chance, and just being patient and being ready. And I think last game it was pretty obvious how much I had a lot of energy there, and just trying to make an impact that way and just keeping it simple. And today just kind of getting lucky being in the right spot at the right time. And but yeah, this one feels nice.
Biggest goal of your career?
It's certainly up there for sure.
Darnell, just want to ask about the characteristics of your group. What did it take to defeat the Vegas Golden Knights in 5 games in a series which a lot of people had it going 6 or 7?
A lot of people had it going the other way, so 6 or 7 is generous. I think for us as a group, it came down to defending. Vegas is obviously one of the top teams in the league and a tough matchup. Anytime you play against them, you got, as playing in their division, you have so much respect for, the way that they play the game. And so we knew that we had to come out and there'd have to be 60-minute efforts. And I think for the most part, we did do that. And when our goaltenders were leaned on, they made huge stops for us in huge moments. You could go to the special teams. I thought our penalty kill, for as rough as it started, did a lot of good things at the end there too. And our power play gained momentum for us, even when the puck wasn't going in. So I think for our group, we know that if we want to have any success, it starts with defending, and the offense will come off that. And we were more conscious and did a better job of that in this series.
Darnell, Stu Skinner's been through a lot in this playoffs, and you've been there. Just a thought on his play and be able to bounce back and quiet a lot of critics.
Oh yeah, he's got to be feeling good. It's not much better than quieting all the people when they're talking crap about you. So I think for him, he showed up, and we don't win this series if he doesn't step up and plays the way that he does. And it's a goaltender that in a lot of ways took us to the Stanley Cup Finals last year and showed up again for us huge in this series.
How much belief do you guys have in him? Because it seems like he does bounce back. He can, like you said, backstop you guys all the way.
Yeah, we have a ton of confidence in him. Stu, when his work ethic and his approach to the game, and the way he comes in each and every day, and he wants to be at his best and work to be at his best each and every day. I think he's a special goaltender in this league. Truly believe that, and we're fortunate to have him.
Darnell, why do you think you two? Why you were so affected defensively the last 2 games?
I think it was our commitment to being above and not giving up odd man rushes. Obviously, Vegas is a very good team when it comes to odd man rushes and capitalizing off defensive turnovers. So for us, we were very conscious of keeping our team, the 5 guys between our net and the puck, and getting above their defenseman, that good skating defenseman, and a lot of offensive firepower when you turn the puck over. So I think we did a much more conscious effort in getting pucks deep and just playing a simple game and kind of built off that.
Darnell, given the kind of the volatility with the roster and the lineup late in the regular season, even early in the playoffs, how would you describe the way this team has been able to come together in the playoffs?
Yeah, there was always going to be some moments of cohesion that had to come, for our teams to come together, and there's a feel to being on the ice with 4 other guys and knowing where they're going to be on the ice and knowing where to put the puck. So there's going to be an adjustment period for us. I think we managed that first, and then you can just tell as these 2 series have gone on, there's more and more cohesion coming within our group. And with that said, this is not the end. We got to continue to build our game and continue to be better because we have high goals for ourselves.
You've been asked about defending the last game tonight, all that. Seems like there's been a growth the last couple of years. Do you feel that? And how would you kind of quantify how that's happened?
I would say it's just a collection of, going through some high stakes games and knowing that at the end of the day, if you want to have success in this league, no matter what it is, you get outside of that regular season, especially, and get more and more playoff experience. You don't win in the playoffs unless you defend. It doesn't. You can't outscore your chances. You may be able to, you may be able to outscore your mistakes 1 or 2 games in the whole series, or in the whole run, but you're not going to be able to do it on a nightly basis. And I think for our group, the more we've gone through that, the more we recognize that.
Just 4 years ago, Darnell, you finished your season basically playing 9-4 in a triple overtime game, I think it is. Are you as well positioned now in terms of the total team and the total depth of this team than it's ever been in your tenure as an Oiler?
I would say so. I would say we're as deep a team as I've played on, and you go throughout the lineup. Guys can score, guys can check. There's a commitment to playing the right way. Through our D-core, there's a high level of confidence for each and every guy there too to be out in any situation. So, yeah, I would say we definitely have the pieces. Now it's just like I said, continuing to hammer away. We're not. I would say with 2 series left, we're still far from a finished product.
Kasperi wasn't a pretty OT winner at all. Kind of hard to follow. Can you take us into your skates of what you saw in that play and kind of the emotions directly afterward?
Well, I appreciate you asking me a question, first of all, so Darnell doesn't have to speak the whole time.
I thought it was pretty, by the way.
That was
pretty.
No, I mean, I don't think there's a lot to it. I think Podzi made a great play on the blue line, and Leon gave it to Doc, and just kind of threw it on net. And I think I missed it a couple times, and just trying to just stay with it, and lucky it went in. So I think that pretty much summed up the whole game today. There wasn't too many grade A chances, and but yeah, just happy it went in.
I got 2 left. For you, when you come to Edmonton, Edmonton's always sort of looked at as a high offensive team. Guys come here to play with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and now we're in crunch time, and it's a 0-0 after 60 minutes. Shutout last game. Is this maybe a different team than you perhaps thought you were joining?
No, I knew exactly what kind of team I was coming to, and we still have that offensive firepower. I don't think that's ever, not been the case. But today was just one of those games where both teams, I felt like, defended pretty well, and both goalies played well. So that overtime goal is pretty much just throwing it on net and getting guys there, and then just staying with it. So we still have a lot of firepower up front, but I think we've been doing a phenomenal job defending as well.
Darnell, last one for me. You went through this last year. You're halfway. There are 2 rounds through this year. Is this team a better team this year? Is it a different team?
We still got work to do before we say that we're better. There's a lot of hockey to be played, but it's definitely a different team, calm team. A lot of guys have been through a lot of different experiences in this league and played on a lot of different teams. I think, we're using it to our advantage. So we got to continue to build that game, the poise, the calm, and the rest will take care of itself.